Morning students. Today we shall discuss the first chapter of civics class 9th social sciences. The name of our chapter is what is democracy, why democracy. First we have to understand what is democracy. Democracy is a system in which the people elect their representatives and these representatives form the government and rule the country. It is a system in which the rulers are always accountable to the people. The people can change the government, the people can criticize the government. So the power rests in the hands of the people. The people of the country have right to self-determination. It means that they are the real owner of the country. The people are the real determiners of the political system of the country. That system is called a democracy. Democracy is one of the most popular form of government and it is prevalent in most of the countries all across the globe. Next question is why democracy? Why democracy means that this is the only form of governments in which the people have the greater say in the government. It is the only system in which the people rules. It is a system in which the people choose the government. The people are the decider of their own destiny or fate. That is why democracy is considered the best form of government and it is adopted and the most popular form of political system and it is adopted in most of the countries of the world. So first question is, how does Abraham Lincoln define democracy? Abraham Lincoln, the 14th president of America, defined democracy as a government of the people, by the people, for the people. It means that democratic system is the system of the people and it is elected by the people and it is for the benefit and welfare of the people. So this is the one of the more widespread accepted definitions of democracy all over the world, that it is a rule of the people. Next one is describe origin of the word democracy. The word democracy is taken from or is derived from the Latin or rather Greek word, that is demo means people and kratia means rule. It clearly means that rule of the people, that is known as democracy. Give one common feature of democratic government. The most common feature of democratic government is that it is the representative. The people elect their representative and those representative forms the government. So it is the government of the people. It is the government which is elected directly by the people. Next one is, what is a referendum? Referendum is a direct vote by the people. When a matter of national importance is referred directly to the people for vote, this process is known as referendum. The people can vote on any issue like adoption of a new constitution, any law passed by the government, or any policy formulated by the government. So whenever the direct vote of the people is required, it is called referendum. Otherwise, most of the time, the representatives of the people vote on any issue of national importance. But whenever some matters are of extreme importance, direct vote of the people is taken. This method is called referendum. Next one is, what major political incident happened in Pakistan in the year 2002? In the year 2002, the president of Pakistan extended the tenure of the president of Pakistan was extended for the next 5 years. This was a very major political incident that took place in Pakistan in 2002. Next question is, what do you mean by legal framework order? Legal framework order is an order passed by President of Pakistan, General Pervez Musharraf. And according to this legal framework order, the order was passed to empower the President of Pakistan to dismiss National Assembly as well as provincial assemblies. So this was an extraordinary power of the President of Pakistan through this legal framework order, that he became almost despotic. With high-handedness, he could dissolve the National Assembly as well as provincial assemblies. So this extraordinary power of the President of Pakistan is known as a legal framework order. According to this order, the President of Pakistan became almost a dictator. Our next question is, why is Pakistan not considered a democratic country even after having elections? So elections are held quite regularly in Pakistan, but even after these elections, Pakistan cannot be considered a democratic country because the power is rest in the hands of President Pervez Musharraf and the military generals. So most of the time we see that there are always coup in Pakistan, by which the popular elected government is deposed and military dictatorship starts in Pakistan more often than not. Next question is, give examples where real power were not exercised by the people's elected representatives. In USSR's controlled communist Poland, the real power is exercised by USSR. Similarly, in Iraq, the power is not rest with the elected representatives. Rather, USA exercise the real power in Iraq. So, communist Poland and Iraq are the two examples where the political power does not rest with the elected representatives of the people. Rather, these powers who have control over this territory. Next question is, how do people elect their representatives in China? The people elect their representatives by this election and for the Parliament of China, and that is known as National People's Congress. So election for this National Parliament of China, known as National People's Congress, is held after every 5 years and people elect their representative. Next one is, which type of party system is there in China? In China, there is uni-party system. That is, only one political party is allowed to contest elections in China, and that is the Communist Party of China. And no other political party can contest election there, and this system is also known as uni-party or one-party system. The next question is, who appoints the President of China? The President of China is appointed by 3,000 members of National People's Congress, and they appoint the President. Next question is, who are allowed to contest elections in China? In China, only one political party, that is the Communist Party of China, is allowed to contest elections. Along with it, 8 allied parties, which are the allied parties of the Communist Party of China, are allowed to contest elections. Next is, what was PRI? PRI is a political party of Mexico. Institutional Revolutionary Party is known as PRI in Mexico, and it is the ruling party of Mexico. Our next question is, why was every election won by PRI in Mexico? So we have seen that right from year 2000, every election is won by PRI through unfair means. There is no way the PRI could be defeated in Mexico. it invest heavy amount of money in the election, and if there are elections, then elections are not fair at all. So it gives a lot of money to the candidates in the election, and apart from this, it also uses unfair means in the election, and also force the people to vote for PRI in Mexico. Next one is, how can you say people in Mexico did not have any choice in the election? There are elections in Mexico, but people are having rather no choice at all, because there is no way that the PRI could be defeated in Mexico, and there are plenty of unfair means adopted by PRI in Mexico. Our next question is, in which country women do not have right to vote? In Saudi Arabia, women don't enjoy the right to vote. Women are not given right to vote in Saudi Arabia. Name the country where minorities find it difficult to get right to vote. In Estonia, the Russian minorities find it difficult to get right to vote. Which party of Zimbabwe led to the struggle for independence? ZANU-PF. The political party known as ZANU-PF was the political party that led to the struggle for freedom in Zimbabwe. Who is president of Zimbabwe? The president of Zimbabwe is Robert Mugabe. How did ruling party in Zimbabwe deal with opposition party? The opposition parties are always at threat in Zimbabwe. The workers of the opposition parties are always harassed by ZANU-PF. Apart from this, the meetings of the other opposition political parties are disrupted by the members of ZANU-PF.